What's going on, everyone? DJ here with Tor Gaming, bringing you another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video here on YouTube. Yesterday we discussed the trailer and everything like that. We talked a little bit about like the story mode aspect, because in the trailer, of course, you saw like you can pretty much like do choices that lead off into like what if scenarios. And I said I was going to go more into detail about it, and then after I recorded the video, I realized like I didn't go too much into detail about it. So kind of want to do that here, and I also want to give you like my top 10 what if scenarios that I will be creating for this game, just depending like if it's going to go the way that I think it's going to go, based on this stuff that we're about to talk about now. So let's go ahead and get into it here. So it says right here, conquer the action-packed battles from the beloved original story, or discover and unlock new encounters for your favorite Z fighters and more. Relive your favorite moments from the series through cutscenes you can experience from perspectives of 8 characters. So story mode, you have 8 characters that you're going to play with throughout the story mode. My guesses are going to be Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo. That's 4. I don't know. I guess Future Trunks would be 5, and then you have 3 more, which I honestly don't know who those would probably be. Maybe Goten and Trunks would be 6 and 7, and then I don't know who 8 would be, but that's just my guesses right now. But as you can see, within the original story mode, you will have you'll have cutscenes, but you'll have what if scenarios as well. So that's going to be actually really cool. That is within the story mode. Now, out of the story mode, as you see here, it says recreate your favorite battles from throughout the Dragon Ball story, or set up your dream story battle with your favorite characters. Share your creations with other fans and experience the battles brought to life by imaginations around the world. So this is basically telling you can create your own what if scenarios, upload them into, I guess, like a what if mode, and people can go in there and they can play your what if battles. You can play your what if battles. So that's actually something I'm going to be doing when the game comes out. I have like a little what if series. I'll play my own what if battles, and then I'll play other people's uploaded what if battles, because I think that'll be dope, as long as, you know, I'm not playing someone's what if battle that kind of mimics mine. But yeah, so anyone out there that uploads their what if battles or whatever, you like, leave comments on future videos letting me know, and I'll go ahead and check out your what if scenarios and just play through them, and we can go from there. Now, speaking of what if battles, like, you know, I have some that's actually, I thought I could enlarge that. Can I enlarge that? No, it just pauses it. All right, that kind of sucks. Whatever. So as you see here, this is a what if battle. This is this is Vegeta and Trunks joining the battle. This is kind of like a what if Cell didn't kill Future Trunks during the Cell games, and him and Vegeta, of course, are doing a father-son final flash, reminiscent of the father-son Kamehameha. This could be either the end of the Cell games, where those two kill Cell themselves, or it could be them joining in the fight and just helping out. Yes, this no create a character, thank God. Yeah, I'm actually really glad about that too. I did not want create a character in this game. Still no word on if there's crossplay, but anyways, here's some I've saved a ton of stuff. Before I go into my scenarios that I want to do, this is the cards that come with the collector's edition. I want to say these are already cards that are like within the Fusion World game. They're just alternate arts with Sparking Zero, so there's Sparking Zero arts, because Final Flash, I believe, is already in there. Kamehameha, I know for sure that's in there. And then Final Hope Slash. So these are cards that are in there. And then this is the energy marker, which pretty much is if you go second within the game, you get an extra energy, pretty much, just because I guess they feel like you're at a disadvantage for going second. I have no clue. Yeah, and then this Sun Wukong. Goku. This just looks beautiful, super beautiful here. This is, I think, one of the alternate arts for I think this is the alternate cover art for the Steelbook, if I'm not mistaken, which looks absolutely dope. Let's see, and then these are Budokai. This is Sparking Neo, Sparking Media, and Meteor. I'm sorry, and Sparking Zero. So that's Tenkaichi 1, Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 3, Tenkaichi 4. And then I kind of want to go over this as well. Did I say that twice? No, that's the first one. Okay. Not exactly sure how true this is, but if it is true, then these are pretty much the specs for the PS5, Series X, and Steam. This is kind of been confirmed because I went on the Steam page and like the capacity was at like 30. Maximum resolution is 4K. It doesn't take much to like pretty much run it in 4K from what I've read, so you know that'd be cool. Recommended frame rate 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second on the PS5 and the Series X. They support 4K. Series S only supports up to 2K, which you know I've heard a lot of people say that the Series S is it's why Xbox doesn't really get a lot of exclusives, is because of the Series S, and why a lot of the games get delayed and shit like that is because of the Series S. Main game, single player, Budokai Tenkaichi, which is a tournament mode. It ports up to 8 players. Kind of sucks. I wish it was up to 16, but I don't really have 16 friends, so I guess that's kind of good for me. Online feature paid service, PlayStation Plus for PS5, of course. You don't have to pay when you play it on Steam. This is huge right here because I don't know if this means this is going to be on Game Pass. If it is on Game Pass, hey, more power to the people who don't buy the game and just want to play it on Game Pass. It's actually really dope. I didn't know. And I still don't know if that means it's going to be on Game Pass, but if it is on Game Pass, like, that's dope. I wanted to own the collector's edition, so it doesn't really bother me. Number of players who can play offline with local communication, incompatible offline multiplayer with up to 2 players is possible in versus mode. So no, I mean, you have local communication if you're sitting next to the person. Now, the only thing that's weird here is 38 gigs on the Series S and 56 gigs on the PS5 with 33 gigs on Steam. So they're all different. They do have the replay mode. At least here it says it. Let's see, number of saved data, separate replay data, and replay data here. It doesn't say anything about replay data on Steam, which I really hope there's replay data because sometimes I forget to record gameplay. Not sure what this means. It just says none. Save data transfer. Incompatible with, I mean, I guess you can't transfer your save data to if you get another system. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Cross-platform compatibility. It says incompatible. Again, not sure how true this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, not sure. I mean, well, right here it says the source is the website. The US website is down, so I can't really check that. But yes, guys, it's saying no cross-platform. So hopefully that changes because Breakers has cross-platform, but I think it took about a year before Breakers got crossplay, which, you know, it just boggles my mind if there's no crossplay and I have to. I'm not gonna buy it on I mean, I will buy it on PS5, but I was planning on not opening it, buying it on PS5. I think my brother's gonna buy it digitally, so I just get off his account, so it really doesn't really matter. But anyways, yeah, back to the what if. So my what ifs, I'm gonna let you guys know this right now. You steal my ideas, it is what it is. I honestly don't give a shit. But number one, I'm gonna have Goku versus Bardock, the super version of Bardock, because I think the Z version of Bardock is like, you know, he's less caring than the super version, but it's pretty much like what if Bardock lived the attack on Planet Vegeta. Number two would be Super Broly, which is Dragon Ball Super Broly, versus future Trunks from Dragon Ball Super. Like, what if Trunks traveled to Vampa somehow? Like, what if Trunks got, like, confirmation of another Saiyan being out there in the universe, just somehow? Because, like, it really boggles my mind that Trunks does not speak to King Kai. King Kai should be alive because he was never killed by Cell. So why don't the Z fighters in the other world communicate with Trunks? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe not Vegeta because Vegeta was an asshole, so he probably still went to hell. But like, what if the Z Warriors and King Kai communicated with Trunks through Otherworld and it was like, yo, there's this Saiyan out there in the universe who's like, you know, I don't know, wrecking havoc or something. Trunks travels to Vampa and he fights Broly. You have Rage Broly and Rage Trunks, you know, going at it. Number three is what if Piccolo kidnapped Gohan instead of Raditz? Like, Piccolo mad, salty that Goku beat him in the last tournament of Dragon Ball, and he's like, fuck that dude, I'm gonna steal his kid, and he stole Gohan, and then Goku, Master Roshi, and Krillin went and fought Piccolo instead of, you know, Raditz coming down. Number four, what if Raditz warned Goku of the Saiyan attack, right? What if Raditz was like, you know what, I'm gonna seek out my brother, my dad's not a terrible man, so I'm not gonna be terrible. Like, fuck Vegeta and Nappa. These guys are assholes to me anyway. I'm gonna travel to Earth. I'm gonna find Goku. I'm gonna warn him about Vegeta and Nappa. We're gonna train for the year or whatever it took for the Saiyans to come, and then you're gonna get Goku and Raditz versus Vegeta and Nappa. Now, of course, the only problem with that is Goku doesn't meet King Kai. Goku doesn't get Kaioken, so he's gonna have to rely on other shit to fight those two. And then we have number 5. What if Hercule unlocked Ki before the World Tournament, right? Like how Gohan helped Videl. What if Videl's like, you know what, I'm going to help my dad. And he unlocked Ki and he was able to fly and do all this other shit. And then you get to the tournament and you have Goku, of course, winning the tournament. And he fights the world champion. And that world champion, of course, was Hercule. And then you have a Ki fight between Goku and Hercule. Now, of course, I doubt Hercule will have Ki in the game. So it really doesn't matter. But it's just kind of like, what if Goku fought Hercule in the world tournament? Number 6, what if Master Roshi trained for the Cell games, right? So now you have Roshi versus Cell. And of course, I still think Cell would mop the floor with Roshi, but it would be dope to see how Roshi would fare. Roshi, I don't know why Master Roshi's never learned to fly. Like, that's always kind of bothered me. Like, Videl learned to fly, but not Master Roshi? I don't know, kind of weird. Number 7, what if Vegeta entered the other world tournament, right? And then you get to the finals, and it's Vegeta versus Pikkon. That would be dope. What if Yamcha challenged Vegeta because Bulma left him for Vegeta, right? Obviously, we know how that ends. Vegeta's destroying Yamcha, but that would be a funny little scenario. Number 9. What if Trunks went back to the point where future Gohan was about to die against the androids, and he saved future Gohan? Because this Trunks is already powerful enough to destroy those androids. So why does he keep going back to an alternate timeline of Goku and Vegeta? Time travel makes no sense in anything. I already know this. But what if he went back to the point of Gohan fighting the androids? He intervenes. He helps Gohan beat the androids or whatever, right? Gohan already knocked out that Trunks. That Trunks is laid out. Here comes this Trunks. Gohan's like, what the fuck's going on? He sees this Trunks go Super Saiyan. He's like, oh shit, you're not the Trunks that I know. Trunks is like, no, I'm Trunks from an alternate future where I kill the androids. I'm going to help you save this future. And then you have Gohan and Trunks pretty much living in harmony. They kill the androids earlier. They kill Cell later on down the line. They fight Majin Buu together. Majin Buu and Deborah, or I think he stopped Buu from being born. So they fight Deborah or whatever. They stop Buu from being born. They have their peace, and then you get the whole craziness of Zamasu, which also doesn't make sense for time travel, but it is what it is. And then you have Goku Black and Zamasu versus future Gohan and Trunks. Like, that would be that'd be absolutely dope as shit. All right, and then number 10. What if Trunks stayed in the present timeline after his time was erased by Zeno? It made no sense for Trunks. Bro, Trunks was out here like, oh man, I have nowhere to stay because my timeline's destroyed or whatever. And it's like, bro, if you're just going to put him in a timeline where there's already another Trunks and another Mai, why don't you just put them in a timeline where there's a kid Trunks and a kid Mai? That makes a lot more fucking sense, bro. Like, just a lot more sense, right? And then you get to Superhero, and guess who you have in that fight? You have future Trunks, you have present Trunks, you have Goten, you have Gohan, and you have Piccolo. I don't know. In my opinion, it just would have made more sense for him to stay in that timeline. Not only that, once Gohan achieves Beast Gohan, you have Beast Gohan versus Rage Trunks, right? 2 half-breeds who achieved different Super Saiyan type forms, I guess. I don't know if you could call Beast Gohan a Super Saiyan form, but like two half-breed Saiyans that achieved forms that full-blooded Saiyans just, I guess, can't achieve, or, you know, whatever. Super is all about giving people their own goddamn transformation, so. But you have that, and it would be absolutely dope for that to happen. Like, absolutely fucking dope. And then, you know, those are my top 10. Probably have more when I think about it, like later on down the line. But those are the top 10 that I'm leaning more to creating. Some will probably change by the time. We got 4 months to go. I would love to know, like, the type of content or what if scenarios you guys are gonna create, because like this is gonna be dope. The fact that excuse me, like leading up to, or ever since, god damn it, ever since the game was announced, like a lot of people were talking about, oh, what if scenarios. Like I have a friend who's like, oh man, it'd be dope if they brought what ifs back. Like those are actually really cool, and now we have them back and they're incorporated into the main storyline, and you get to create your own. Like that's just like one of the dopest things that I think they're doing with this game. And I can't wait to see what people like fucking create. I can't wait to play other people's shit. So anyways, that's it for the video. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a comment, and you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.